Greetings from Cybertron. This is SoundJack here with a review of the Transformers Titans Return Deluxe Class Flintlock and Sergeant Kup. So, Kup, he is from the 1986 movie if you didn't know, though in recent years, I guess for trademark reasons, he has been holding on to the name Sergeant in front of his Kup. So he's a sergeant in the Cybertronian military, which apparently has the rank of sergeant in it. Who knew? But in some of the other movie bots like Hot Rod and Blur, he received the Target Master treatment in 1987 and came with Recoil as his Target Master. However, this is not Recoil. It still is Recoil because it looks like Recoil. But his name is Flintlock, which he took from another Target Master dude that went with the double Target Master Landfill. Yes, there were Target Masters that came with two Target Master partners. I don't know. But yeah, so that's Flintlock, but he's Recoil. But it makes sense because Kup's old. Because Flintlock pistols and olds, you get it. You get it? Anyway, let's take a closer look at Flintlock himself. So as you can see, like I mentioned, he looks like Kup's original Target Master partner. No, I'm taking my word of that from the wiki since I have never actually seen one, at least in person. But you got the head right there. It's got a helmet, it's got a visor, it's got a nose and a mouth. His chest is pretty bare, though is in the same like green as the majority of Kup's body, with arms and all of the legs being in the same kind of gray plastic, and then on his back being Kup's head, which has the same gray plastic as most of Recoil's body, and some white for, like off-white for his face, and some nice blue going on in his eyes, and they kind of sparkle a little bit, even sparkly blue eyes. Kind of blue-silver kind of eyes. So first, he has standard Titan Master articulation. His head is able to rotate a full 360. It is able to wheel side to side. Doesn't do all that well back and forth though, surprisingly. His arms are able to go that far. He goes pretty far, not all the way up, but pretty far up. His arms are able to bend out to the side that far, and then his legs are able to bend that far forward and that far back, and his knees can go that far back and that far forward. And to transform him into head mode, you just collapse him in half, and there you have Kup in his head mode, like so. Flintlock in Kup's head mode, like so. So that's all there is for Flintlock by himself. So now we'll take a closer look at Kup, who is a very faithful recreation of his Generation 1 toy, just better, except for the back. It's kind of weird back here because there are holes, there's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole, there's weird panels. But it's nice. I do like the Sergeant Kup we got in the 2010. That was just a Earth-based version of Kup. That was really nice, but this is also really nice. So I don't know which one I like more, and that's a problem. But anyway, taking a closer look at this vehicle mode. You see a very clear, very clear cockpit window here for the Titan Master to sit. Here's this kind of darker green going on, well, darker than that green anyway. That goes on throughout most of this front section. A nice Autobot logo with a silver border there. You got a bit of gray going on in the front with some yellow for those headlights. You got the light green from back here on the wheels as well as black on the wheels. Well, actually, I have. Hold on, I can't tell, but I think the lights, actually, no, they're clear. They're smoky black. They are smoky black wheels. I thought these were pure black, but I'm either like, no, you can see through these wheels. That surprises me. Anyway, moving on from the wheels, we got the largely light green section back here with some gray down here, and down here. You got some molding here, and then this very interesting panel lining. That looks like that should match up, line up with that, but it doesn't. So what happened here? What happened here? Was this supposed to go on this side and this supposed to be on this side? That'd be my guess. That'd be my guess.
And then you come to the back and you see there are taillights molded in here, but they are not painted, unfortunately. And then you got these two wheels back here, if you didn't know. And then underneath you just see legs and other bits. But yeah, he does have four wheels. He is able to roll. Whoops, he is able to roll away from me. Come on, Kup, I'm not taking you to the retirement home yet. As for Time Master interaction, there are a lot of Time Master ports. You have these two back here, which can fit into both holes in the Time Master's feet, as well as these two ports on the sides, and as well as on the other side as well. And also you can sit him inside Kup. You just open this cockpit, you get him into a seating position, and then you try to position him in here. The problem with getting him seated is if you can see, that's where right there next to my fingernail, which I do really need to cut. There's a gap that looks like that's supposed to be where the Time Master fits, but either it's just really hard to get him in there for this position, or it just doesn't actually hold the Time Master in place, and it's more of a place for him to fit. Because look at that, look at him. He's not staying in. He's not staying in place. I'm not sure that's just a me thing, not doing it right, or if it actually just doesn't stay. But I'm not getting him. I'm not going to get him stationary in that position. But besides that interaction, Kup also comes with two weapons. These two cannons, very different from the weapons he had. The weapon he had, I believe. Certainly, definitely different than the 2010 generations, but these do feel more like the cannons that came with Transformers Prime Kup, if you know that toy, which had cannons that were very much like Ironhide cannons because he was based off of Ironhide, which was never released in Transformers Prime in the US, and had a design that amalgamated that between G1 Ironhide and the movie Ironhide, and now I'm getting sidetracked. But anyway, cannons. These cannons have 5mm ports on them, and they are able to plug into the sides of Kup's vehicle mode, or you can plug them into the back of Kup. You can have them store back here like so, or you can rotate them around. And this is where these extra ports come in, that you can get Time Master standing back here and have them manning these cannons on the back of truck, back of truck Kup, and you can have these be manned by Time Masters back there, which that's very neat. That's very nice. I like that. I do very much like that. These cannons are also able to combine into a singular weapon. You just slide the appropriate tabs and slots together, and then you sit Flintlock in there. The two Time Master pegs right there at the base of the cannon, at the base of where the Time Master sits. You just plug them in, and then you got Flintlock riding in the guns. I don't think they're gonna peg all that well. Well, you can kind of get them going. You can kind of get going on right there. So you got that going on. But yeah, and now it's time to take a look at some vehicle mode size comparisons. So here they are next to Legends Class Bumblebee. I'm gonna raise the camera up a little bit in preparation. You can see how they look next to each other. Deluxe Class Chrome Dome. Kup's pretty compact, so he is shorter than Chrome Dome is, but he's about the same width. He's just compact. He'll get taller when he gets into robot mode. Voyager Class Megatron. And you can see how he looks there. And Leader Class 6-Shot. And you can see how he looks there. So yeah, that's all there is to say on Kup in his vehicle mode. So let's roll right along to his robot mode. So we'll move Flintlock off to the side for the time being. And boy, is this going to be is this a fun transformation. This is good. So you just need to pay attention on this one. Trust me. So what we're going to do first, it's going to split. We'll start by pulling these panels out from the back. They just all tab in together there, there, and there, and there. And then what's going to happen is these panels from the sides are just going to completely come off. There are tabs here and here that go into slots there and there, and everything's going to fall apart very quickly, so be warned of that. What's going to happen next is you're going to take this panel, fold it out of the way so as we can get, well, actually, nope. You have to fold this panel back, like so. This panel you can just fold out to get out of the way. Then, yes, as you just saw, this entire assembly, which features the entire side of the truck, just folds down like so and tabs into place there. And then you're going to fold, then there's 2 hinges, one here, and you're going to fold that down there and fold that down there. And then this tab's going to go, that tab goes into that slot right there, and that all tabs together like so. Then you collapse this panel down and tab that in. And you collapse this panel down and that hooks in right there. And you come down here and you fold the foot out, and there is a leg. That was a leg transformation. Here's it on the side, and there's the leg. What? This is that's a beautiful transformation. So we're going to repeat that on the other side. Fold that panel out, untab, swing this all the way around, fold that hinge down, fold that hinge down, tab it on in, fold this panel down, tab that in, flip the foot out, fold this panel in, connect, and there you have Kup's legs all done. So now time for the top half. So we're gonna fold this section up and we're gonna rotate this all around. And what's gonna happen, we're gonna open that, and there are 2 tabs right there that'll go into those 2 slots right there. And this is all gonna fold back down, and that will lock in together. We will open the cockpit, and we're gonna collapse all of this over that like so until that tabs in, and close the cockpit down like so. And then we're gonna come here, we're gonna untab these, fold these out to the sides like so, fold them down, straighten them out from the tab. There, this looks like a Time Master peg, and that peg goes into that hole right there. And then you straighten the wrists out, fold it down, untab, straighten out, and there you have Kup's robot mode. All he is missing is his head. So we are going to take Flintlock, collapse him in half, and there you place him in, and there you have Kup in his robot mode. And holy crap, that was a fun transformation. I gotta say that was a really cool transformation. And wow, look at that, look how clean he is. Look, no backpack, like he's basically got nothing going on the top of his body. Granted, the arms do kind of like stick out. They don't stick out in the vehicle mode, but like they're not like essential components of the vehicle mode. Like you could get rid of them in the vehicle mode, still fine. It's just a little thinner in the back behind the cab, but yeah, this is clean, though he does have very thick lower legs because of how much the panels like collapse in, but that's a minor thing for to me. So you saw the head right there. You see the Autobot symbol has moved to his chest, and then he's got the front of the truck in his stomach, and then a clear plastic window for the rest of his chest. Coming down here, he's got the dark green crotch with a bit of yellow there. His thighs are predominantly the same dark gray. He's got dark gray kneecaps with a little bit of yellow going on. Dark gray, predominantly dark gray shins with a little bit of yellow, couple yellow triangles going on. Dark gray feet. And then, like I mentioned before, the legs are just the panels of the truck mode on the sides here. The arms are, there's a little bit of dark gray up here and predominantly the light green for the rest of the arm, and also these fists right there, which are 5mm compatible. And then you get the back, and then you just get a couple of gaps and holes that are predominantly there just to save on plastic costs. But yeah, that's pretty clean, except for, again, this is a little much, but it's still nice. For articulation, his head is able to rotate a full 360 degrees. It is able to nod a little bit and is able to go side a little bit. His arms are able to rotate a full 360 degrees, able to almost go straight out. There's a little bit of a panel. There's a little bit of an extra panel on those shoulders, and it does run into Kup's body a bit, so you'll have to finagle your way around that. Though to get his arm completely straight, he does have this hinge that allows his arms to go straight out like that if you want his shoulders running into his ears, if robots have ears. Then there is a bicep swivel that rotates full 360. His arms do have a double hinge in them, so they are completely able to bend 180 degrees. And then his wrists do that. That's definitely just for transformation, but you can like, oh my, a mouse, whatever am I going to do? Whoa. I don't know what that was. I apologize. He does have a waist rotation. He has full 360 degree waist. His knees are able to go, his legs, I should say, can go that far forward and that far back and only that far out, though they don't support him that much. Like, he'll stand and he's not going to fall. Even if I'm pushing down on him right now and he's not falling, but his legs are too heavy for that ball joint to support, so maybe you're going to need a little bit of floor polish to tighten that up. There is it's pretty low for most Transformers I've reviewed here, a low thigh swivel that does allow a 360 degree rotation, and he does get 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and then you get a little bit of down foot motion, but nothing upward on the foot motion. And that's that. He is able to hold his cannons in his hands, like so, like so. Got the cannons in the hands. You can plug them onto the sides of his legs, which were the same places they pegged into in the vehicle mode. So if you want gun feet, he's got gun feet now. Go gun feet. Or if you want, you can also just store them on his back. There are those two holes right there. And then you just connect that together, and you just go there, and then you got cannons stored on his back, which you can pretend is a jetpack if you want. You got Kup going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Or you can do them the other way, and now he's got shoulder cannons behind his head. Pew pew. But anyway, I'm being very silly in this review, and it's not even late. It's not even late when I'm recording this. Hold on, that didn't tab in correctly. There we go. So yeah, that's all there's to say on Kup in his robot mode. So now it's time to get on to some robot mode size comparisons. Here he is next to Legends class Bumblebee. And you see Bumblebee makes it just to the bottom of the clear plastic on Kup's chest. We got Deluxe class Chrome Dome, and I mentioned before, Kup's gonna get bigger in his robot mode, and he certainly did. He's almost a head taller. He's almost an entire head taller than Chrome Dome is. That's nice. That's nice. He's taller than Topspin, but still not as beefy as Topspin from yesterday. So if you haven't seen that review, go check that out. Oh, self-promotion. There he is with Voyager class Megatron. Voyager class Megatron right there. And as with Kup being a head taller, he makes it to the top of Megatron's chest stickers. And I just noticed his Decepticon ones coming off. These are bad stickers, Hasbro. Don't do these. I know you're doing them with Starscream and Power of the Prime, so don't do them anymore. Oh, God, goodness. Here he is with Leader Class 6-Shot. And you can see he makes it way past the skirt panels and is like at the bottom of these green bits on his chest, on 6-Shot's chest right there. And of course, here he is next to the channel's mascots, Soundwave and Wheeljack. So you can see how he looks next to them. Yeah. All in all, this Kup is a really nice Kup. He's got a couple of gaps in his vehicle mode. His robot mode, like the proportions are just slightly off with how thick his thighs are and how relatively skinny his arms are, but that's how the transformation works, and that's a really, really nice transformation. That is so different from anything else, and it's so nice, and I like it so much.
But like I also said, I also really like the Sergeant Kup that came out in 2010. That was an Earth-based form that we've never seen out of a Kup before. That did really nice things. Though that one's also got the problem of being a little more panel heavy because they didn't know where to put the new bits. But that also did very nice things with this transformation. And both of them are just so nice. But this one, if you do get a chance to see it in stores, which you may. I haven't seen Kups a whole lot, but I know like a couple of his wave mates have been hanging around the shelves a lot. The Crocs and the Quakes, which we'll get to in the coming days. But if you do get the chance to see Kup in stores and want him, definitely pick him up. I definitely said that for Topspin yesterday, but definitely pick Kup up. He is a great figure, not the greatest in the Titans Return Deluxes, but definitely a great figure. But that's all I have to say on Kup, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SoundJack426. Also, please consider donating on my Patreon page that helps support the channel. All of the links will be in the description below. Thanks for tuning in. This is SoundJack signing off.